Later gonna talk about Flavor Flav. Look like no damn Flavor Flav. Look like boosted up on with these damn red glasses.
What's really good, YouTube? It's your boy Shaka252 back with another video. Let me turn this down. Just told you that mid muffler delete is a problem. That mid muffler delete is a whole problem. The title of the video is things that I don't like about I didn't even give it a number because it's not that many. Things that I don't like about my 2021 Hellcat Durango. Right off the bat, I'll say that the first thing that I don't like is this Uconnect. Not the Uconnect like in general, like as far as like the technology and the size of the screen and everything. Not even that at all. It's the I guess the bugs that they're working out. You know how typically if you have something that's brand new, you don't really get the thing that just hit the market because they didn't really work out all the kinks all the way. And that's definitely evident in this Uconnect system. In this Durango. I'm in a Durango Facebook group, and that seemed to be like the biggest complaint. People were like sharing pictures. One lady, her screen was black. No, I'm sorry, her screen was blue and it was frozen, all kinds of stuff. So I actually experienced it on my way back from Nashville Cars and Coffee. So what happened to me was it has a SRT button here. You press the SRT button, and even on the Uconnect, you can press the drive modes or the SRT tab, and then you can pull up your drive modes and everything. So I just hit the SRT button because it's a little more convenient, and the screen went black, and the message said, you no longer have available apps. So it was just a blank screen. And then it started downloading something, and it went all the way to 100%. My GPS and my music was still going like normal, but it showed that my phone wasn't connected. And then I hit the SRT button, and the page came up, and it was a picture of my push start button. And it said this vehicle must be in run in order to select drive modes. And mind you, I was on the interstate doing 85 at the time. So I guess I'll add this on top of the Uconnect issue. It has the wireless CarPlay. And that's something I was really excited about because I was tired of, dealing with bringing a cord to hook up to my phone. And it has a charger. It has a charging pad. So my wireless CarPlay has worked a total of 4 times since I bought the vehicle. Like sometimes I'll jump in the vehicle and boom, it'll pull right up. Music starts playing. Everything starts going like normal. And, and I'm like, okay, so then I'll go to the store. Or something, and I'll get out the vehicle, get back in the vehicle, and it'll show that my phone isn't connected at all. So that's something, it's a pain, man. It's a pain. Like, I just want to hop in, the wireless CarPlay comes on, and I'm rolling. But this Uconnect, man, I'm gonna try to set up an appointment at the dealership to see if they can like update it, and maybe that'll help. But that's a big number one, is the bugs and the kinks that Dodge has not worked out with this Uconnect system. Second thing I don't like about the 2021 Hellcat Durango is placement of the hazard lights, your 4-way flashers. Why in the world would they put the 4-way flashers right there? And it's bigger. It's bigger than all the other buttons. If anything, that should have been like up higher. It's almost like they had this space right here and they just said, they crammed so much stuff here that they were like, oh shoot, we forgot to put 4-way flashers. We'll just put a big button right here. And my issue is whenever I reach for my phone, see I got big ass hands, I reach for my phone, I automatically like smack it every time. I always throw on the 4-way flashers. And something else that I realized about this vehicle, I never noticed it with my Durango. If you remote start this thing and I hop in, and if I accidentally hit my 4-way flashers, it automatically shuts off my engine. I thought it was a fluke the first time, but after about 3 or 4 times, I realized like, oh, if you remote start and you don't push the start button and you hit your 4-way flashers, it completely shuts off your engine. We're at the third thing that I don't like about the 2021 Hellcat Durango. It's not an issue because I get it. I made a comment about this on my SRT Durango, and what I noticed is that this issue, of course, is worse than the SRT Durango. And I know a lot of people are gonna talk smack, but you know, I just to give the video a little length and just cause some controversy. Fuel economy. I totally get it. Huge SUV. It's a lot heavier. You know what I mean? And you know, and it's got a Hellcat motor in it. I totally get it. But when I tell you the fuel economy is so bad in this thing, it's like whenever I see my fuel hand drop below, just a little below, not even to the quarter mark or 3/4 mark, I pull over. I go to a gas station, because what I've noticed about this vehicle, anything below, you can just creep just below maybe a 3/4 of a tank. If you're right at 3/4, no matter if you have it in eco or whatever, this thing, you're gonna literally watch the fuel hand drop. And it's crazy. And it's like the only way to like with any vehicle, the only way to level that thing out is to take longer trips. And it's really bad because, you know, where I live, everything is kind of close together, so it's a lot of stop and go. That's why I legit take the longer route sometime, that causes me to go in the little expressway or whatever you want to call it, because that stop and go, hitting stoplights, going hit a stoplight, man, this thing is brutal. Let me see, I can pull it up. All right, here we go. So that's where my fuel hand is as of, I don't have the engine running, of course, but that's where my fuel hand is right now. And man, I'm telling you, just seeing my fuel hand right there is like, I need to put some fuel in. And believe it or not, where the fuel hand is right now, I legit, you know, no lie, I tell no tales to you guys. Even with the fuel hand right here, I can go to the gas station, man, and I can probably put about 30 bucks in here. I know that's gonna be hard to believe, but I did it the other day. The fuel hand, it wasn't even at 3/4. It was probably right about there. And I went to the gas station, and sure enough, I damn near got 30 bucks in here. I believe it was like 27 bucks I got in here. But, you know, I guess fuel prices play a part in that too, because it was getting kind of high, but whatever. But anyway, as of now, I'm currently at 13.2 miles. I average 13.2 miles to the gallon. And I for the most part, I run this thing in eco mode majority of the time. I was acting up just a tad today. And as you can tell, I had a full tank. And I just rode around a little bit just for maybe 15 minutes. And I was messing around in track and sport mode. And sure enough, my gas hand dropped. I'm telling you, this thing is brutal. But taking those trips to Nashville on Saturday actually helped, because when I filled up, my fuel range was I believe it was 380, or was it 370? It was either 370 or 380. I can't remember. But yeah, long and drawn out. But yeah, third thing that I don't like is the freaking fuel economy. Also with the fuel economy, I get it though. I get why the fuel economy is bad, is because it doesn't have that what is it? Y'all gonna kick my butt. I can't remember what it is. A 3-letter word is 3 letters. Is it MDS? Is it MDS with the 4-cylinder? So of course, Hellcats don't have that 4-cylinder mode where it shuts off for fuel economy. So I can tell, because even when I stretch this thing out on the interstate and I lock it in on cruise, my SRT Durango and even old Megatron, when I locked in the cruise control, it does that gurgle. If you got a Hemi, you know what I'm talking about. You can tell when it clicks over to the 4-cylinder mode, it's got a flat, crazy sounding little gurgle from the exhaust note. And I noticed with this thing, even when I'm cruising, I got it locked on 75, 80, whatever the case may be. The exhaust note is roaring the entire time, and I'm like, yep. That's why my gas hand is dropping. But anyway, that's not a bad problem to have, man. I mean, I didn't get this vehicle thinking like, I wonder if it'll save more gas than my SRT Durango. No, that wasn't the case at all. I got this mainly for an investment. To me, it's an investment. Allegedly, Dodge isn't going to make any more. They're going to make a few more depending on demand, but I don't think it's going to be a lot of people dropping $90,000 to $100,000 on this thing. Because they could spend 30 grand less and get the SRT Durango. The fourth thing that I don't like about my 2021 Hellcat Durango is the paint. I got it. I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about? It's so clean. It's got the flake in it. But to me, I think to just pump out these vehicles, Dodge doesn't really care about the paint job. They just slap it, clear coat, slap the paint on, they keep it moving. And the reason why I say they just keep it moving is because, just like my SRT Durango, it's got that orange peel effect. So if you get really close to the panels and just look down the sides, you can see the little ripples like an orange peel. And even when I have a super soft rag, to wipe the vehicle down, when I first got it, I tested it out. I had my little spray, and I barely touched the vehicle, and I could see it was instantly causing little scratches in the paint. I'm like, damn. I'm touching this thing with like the softest rag that I purchased, that you can purchase from Adams Polishes, and it's still scratching the paint. I'm literally like barely hitting it, and I'm watching scratches every time. I'm like, yo. So So yeah, ceramic coat is coming in the future, man. I got to get it done. But outside of that, I don't have anything else. But that's all I got. Appreciate you guys that are subscribed to the channel. If you're checking me out for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and leave a comment below. If you have a SRT Durango or even a Hellcat Durango, whatever the case may be, just let me know what you guys think. If I'm spot on or if I'm just blowing a whole bunch of hot air. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace.
Power Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Shaka on the beat.